Hello, welcome back to another fun bite size. In this show, we deep dive into foods and cultures, and today, drinks of the countries that we're in. And obviously, right now, we're having a big adventure around Sri Lanka.
Yeah, so here in Sri Lanka, they're very known for their coconut arrack. And hopefully, we're going to learn a little bit about the coconut arrack today. And then Patty's going to show us how to make a few cocktails so then we can make our own cocktails.
Yes, we're gonna make our own cocktails with the very own Sri Lankan local products. So we'll see you after the intro at the local market, and we can budgeteer our very own cocktail happy hour.
Let's do it. Before we get on with today's Arrack-inspired adventure, we wanted to take a minute to tell you about this Bite Size's exciting sponsor. We want to introduce you to Filmora 9, a brand new and budget-friendly video editing software. Today's Bite Size is actually completely edited on Filmora 9. What we love about this software is that it lets you make professional looking videos at a fraction of the price of the main editing softwares out there. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or looking to upgrade from free software that you might be using that just simply lets you cut and drag clips around, here are some reasons why we recommend Filmora 9. First, we love the lower thirds that come with this software. These pop-ups really boost your production levels of your videos and they look amazing. Second, we love the interface, and to be honest, it did take us a few hours to get used to, but it is way less complicated than Premiere Pro, and there are loads of really good tutorials on Filmora's website to guide you through. And thirdly, we love the endless video effects. If you want to stand out visually from the crowds and with your videos, Filmora 9 has a huge library of effects, transitions, and titles to choose from, so you can quickly appear fresh and new within your niche. Click the link in the description to find out more or to download Filmora 9 today. So we've come down to the local markets right next to our hostel and the bar, and like we said, we're going to be hunting for local produce, local fruits, local ingredients to mix with the Arrack and try and make the best and cheapest Arrack cocktails, delicious Arrack cocktails we can. So what are you thinking, like what fruit combinations are you going for?
I'm gonna use one of the most famous Sri Lankan products, and that is tea. Search for some real Sri Lankan tea.
So while Thais is on the hunt for some local Sri Lankan tea, Lena is with our new friend and subscriber of the show, Aninda. They are on the hunt for some local produce to help inspire their attempts of making delicious cocktails.
Hi guys, my name is Aninda. I'm back. I am like the Series 4 stalker of the Budgeteers. Essentially what we're doing is they invited me out because I met up with them again. We're gonna be making cocktails. So it's kind of weird. They just messaged me last night. They're like, hey, I'm gonna pick you up in the morning. We're gonna go shopping at the market. You're gonna pick out a bunch of fruit, vegetables, whatever the hell you want, and we're gonna make Arrack cocktails. So Arrack is the palm tree, palm? Some kind of alcoholic beverage they make out of palm. Coconut palm, yes, coconut. Right, that's what Lena said. And yeah, we're gonna have a blast. Baby orange.
Oh, those are baby oranges.
Yes. So did you know about the baby orange? It's apparently a Sri Lankan thing where you have a king coconut, which is the orange coconut here, which is a little bit sweeter than the traditional green ones you get in Southeast Asia. And I was on top of Ella's Rock, which is at a 2-hour hike, and a lady was like, coconut? And I'm like, yeah, you know, let's get a coconut. So, and then she offered me a half a baby orange. She said that if you mix it with the king coconut, apparently it's like an energy drink, like an au naturel energy blast. So I don't know if it was that energetic, but it tasted good, felt good.
Alright, so I'm going for the passion fruit because the other day I had a passion fruit drink and I'm breaking the store. How much should we get? I don't know anything about making drinks.
I reckon 2 oranges, 3 are enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So the other day when we were coming down Little Adams Peak, we stopped to get some coconuts, and I had king coconut with passion fruit, and they like blended the passion fruit with the coconut juice, and it was amazing. And so I'm just gonna keep it simple, and that's what my drink's gonna be. So we bought some passion fruit, and now we're headed in to look for the king coconut. Let's go. Do you have coconut?
Coconut? No.
No? Okay, that was unsuccessful. This country has coconuts everywhere. Like, you look everywhere, and every 5 seconds you drive down the road, there's coconuts, loads and loads of coconuts. And nowhere here has coconuts, so second attempt, let's go. Do you have king coconut? No. Okay. Thank you. What's up? We're back at the first shop we came to, and actually when we walked by, Aninda said, Lena, look, there's one stray coconut just lying here in the street. It's not even in the fruit selection, it's thrown here. I was like, oh, I don't want that one. It looks not very nice, which is horrible. I shouldn't say those things. And he said, just pick it up and shake it. There's loads of coconut juice in here. So, I'm taking Aninda's advice, and I'm buying.
So with Lena and Aninda getting their ingredients and Ty's finding some local tea bags for sale too, we were almost ready to roll, except Ty's wanted one last item to help make his cocktail that little bit extra juicy.
Okay, for the next ingredient, I want to go for something sweet and something local, of course. I'm gonna go for a watermelon, because me and Patty, we've got a bit of history with watermelons. The channel actually started with us two picking watermelons in Australia. Although they were a lot bigger than these, but we're not gonna need a lot now. For a nice cocktail. I think this is gonna make it soft and a little bit sweet.
With almost everything ready, we almost forgot the most important ingredient, the Arrack itself. Over the road was a local wine store that sells Arrack, and for just $5 we picked up a lovely bottle and made our way back so we could start making some yummy cocktails.
Alright, so we've got all of our ingredients, and we have our bar right over there, thanks to Mellow Hostel. And so now, Patty's gonna get behind bar and teach us how to make a drink, and then we're all gonna experiment and make our own. Let's go.
I've worked in bars and restaurants during my studies, and so the skills that I picked up there were really useful, as I've been able to work all around the world as a bartender to help fund my travels. So the first thing I did was show the guys how to make 3 simple cocktails using Arrack and pretty much the same base ingredients of lime, sugar and ice. First I made them an Arrack mojito, which is perfectly balanced with lime, sugar and fresh mint we bought from the local market. Then I made them an Arrack sour. This cocktail has lime and sugar once more, except this time it's shaken with egg white to help create a creamy texture. And finally I made them a classic daiquiri, shaken with ice and served straight up. These 3 simple drinks using Arrack should hopefully teach the guys the basics of cocktail making so that they can make the best drinks possible.
That's really nice. I thought it was not going to taste very good.
Strong, the way I like it.
Strong?
It's pure alcohol.
Okay, and then what's the vibe on the Arrack mojito?
Good. I approve.
So let's see how they get on.
So I'm behind bar. That's already dangerous enough. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna make a passion fruit blended Arrack drink. I'm gonna do quite a big shot, because why not? So 100. What was that? 100. 50. Oh, but I have to do 100, right? I think I'm drunk off Patty's drink. Okay, then I'm gonna mix in some lime juice, just a little bit, because I want the main ingredients to be the passion fruit and then the coconut water. So I'm gonna put in 25 lime juice. I'm gonna do 100 of the coconut water. I'm gonna put in 2 whole passion fruits. This is not coming out as easily as I had cooked. Oh no. Alright guys, I washed my hands. Oh, this is disastrous. So now I put all of my ingredients in here and now we're gonna blend it. I'm gonna taste it. Yeah.
Tell us.
I didn't put in this.
Is it too sour?
I woke up at 8:45.
You make concrete.
Blazing around 2:40, and then I remember like I just had 5 minutes left to run to the airport.
That's fine, that's fine. Just tidy up a little bit.
5 cases. Usually I not even like checking one, so I was there like shit. I was like, Jesus. So I was like, what am I doing?
Okay.
Talk to me about it.
That is amazing.
What's it called?
Jam maracuja. Boom.
Please, girl, in the world.
Wave
Yes,
back.
I am.
Wave back, wave.
Lena, well done. That was your first ever cocktail. High five.
High five.
Is there a meaning behind the name? Or?
Maracuja is what passion fruit is called in Spanish. Ja means yes. Jam maracuja.
Lena, on a lovely sunny Sri Lankan day, that is the perfect Arrack drink. Don't beat yourself up. And we've got plenty left over.
I think you guys are too nice. Pretty bad. It's ice with seeds.
Maybe we should put this in my.
Hi guys, so after Lena's drink and Patty's professional drinks, I am going to make my own version of the drink. I'm choosing more of a citrusy theme. We're doing some orange juice, some lime juice, obviously the old Arrack, topped off with some club soda. Perfect, there you go. About 30 milliliters of Arrack, and we'll do 50 milliliters of orange juice.
Freshly squeezed, right?
Freshly squeezed. Maybe a little bit more. Let's do 30. See you guys, I don't bartend. I just drink beer. There's a reason for it. So, Patty's trick, tilt the glass. There you go. Oh, totally didn't do it right. A little bit more. And like this. Smack. Upside down.
Like
Say something like you did.
Alright, we're gonna pour that much of that.
Let's make it chemical.
And I personally am a big fan of some carbon dioxide. So I'm gonna top it off with some club soda. Thank you, Coca-Cola, for ruining my life. And to top it off with some garnish. Ta-da! You know what? A little bit more for good luck.
Somehow it has to be.
Nice and simple.
What's it called?
I'm gonna call it the citrus. Because Bengali people in Bangladesh don't know how to pronounce citrus properly and they say citrus. So in honor of my country, Bangladesh, even though I sound Canadian, we're gonna call it the citrus. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Looks like a sparkling champagne. Oh, you've outdone yourself. Yeah, that's so well balanced. The coconut rum and the freshly squeezed orange juice. You can drink that all day, happily.
Once again.
this goes in like it's nothing. It's dangerous. Okay, for the final cocktail of the day, I'm gonna reinvent one of the most famous cocktails, and personally one of my favorites. It's the Long Island iced tea. I'm gonna make it extra length. We're gonna start off really good. We're gonna start off with a double shot of rum to replace the other 4 spirits I normally in the Long Island iced tea.
A double shot is actually just 50 ml. But if you want to do double, it's 100 ml.
Let's go for double shots. Great. We have boiled our tea, and this is now cooled down.
I like the shape.
Nice and sour. Right. Our very special watermelon. We're gonna blend this into a nice paste. Strain it. And then apparently you shake it like this. well, the markets. I'm gonna add some big piece of watermelon because I like to eat when I'm drinking. Way like this. There's our straw. Have a wee stir.
And what's it called?
It's called the Lang Island iced tea. Yeah, this is a total experiment. I have no idea what this is gonna take. It's a bit sour. I think a little bit more sugar, but I really like the tea. The alcohol. How much water is that?
That'll get me drunk fast.
Oh yeah. I really like what you did with the putting Sri Lankan tea and Sri Lankan watermelon with Sri Lankan rum. And I really like the fact that you put 100 mils of rum in it.
That's how we do it.
I tell you what, 1 or 2 of these you'd be unconscious.
That's so strong.
It's a very tight drink.
It's refreshing, but maybe 1 too many shots of depends what your mood is that night. You know?
Yeah.
Depends
I
what
can
your
feel
mood
my
is that
cheeks getting rosy. Cheers! We hope you enjoyed that episode of Bite Size. It's always good fun to get to know a culture and a country, especially through its local booze, the Arrack.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what drinks you would have liked to try and what you think looks good. We definitely had fun making them.
And we hope that you got to know Sri Lanka a little bit better by all the local products that we use, like coconut, the Arrack, the watermelon, and the tea.
We might not be the best bartenders out there, but hey, when you're drinking with friends and having a really good time in this beautiful weather in this beautiful country, it's always fun, right? You can't complain. And don't forget, you're making sure to subscribe to the Budgeteers.
Hi, Gavin. Hi. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.